that year later or 6 months later, and he was some legend. And it must be really nice to be keeping his music alive.
Oh, totally, and this is original band as well.
Yeah.
Original band, so the sound is as it always has been, and Angelo he's amazing. He really is. He has, you know, he never tries to replace Edwin, obviously, but he really is fantastic out there. Sings all the songs. It's great. Yeah, so the legend lives on. The music.
I think that's a great thing. I do find it a little... like the Drifters, for instance, I've covered this before with the Drifters. You've got the Drifters, and there's been like over the 62 years, I think there's been 59 members, or maybe even. Oh, well, of course, we recently lost the fabulous Benny King.
I know, yeah.
I had the pleasure of meeting him a few years ago when he was
a
last over here, and you know, some of them you go and see the Drifters, and they're, you know, people who were in there once, you know, they sung one night with the Drifters. But this is the original Edwin Starr band.
This is the original Edwin Starr band that
with Angelo and yourself, of course.
So, yeah, so and me, I feel honoured to be part of it. And it's wonderful. It's great to be able to, you know, sing live with such a great band. Really?
Yeah, I think live music is great, and I think we're very, very honoured where we live. I know where you live, and I'm not going to mention it. You live not that far from me, in the Herts, Beds and Bucks area. We're very, very blessed with some great music venues, some great theatre, some great entertainment.
Yeah, we are.
Venues.
We're actually surrounded by some good venues, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely amazing. I live in Bedfordshire, and I'm not that far from the stables, actually. But I'm not going to give away where I live. And it's a great honour to come on and watch these bands, and I think it's lovely that you're keeping the thing alive. But what would you, going back and changing your life, would you have loved to have been a big star in the 70s or 60s?
Oh gosh, yes. As I said, you know, I've been singing ever since I could probably walk and talk. And for me, I mean, okay, it's come later in life, but maybe that's better in a way. You know, I actually feel that I have fulfilled all my ambitions, and you know, this. Obviously, when I actually made the tracks in the 60s, I was so young. You can imagine I was a schoolgirl. It was such a great experience, and I've kept every single bit of. Any time I've been in newspapers or anything, I've got scrapbooks, and people used to laugh at the time. But now, do you know what? Everyone wants to see them because memorabilia, and so I've grown up singing all my life in different genres, but it's still performing. I love performing, and so I think really now it's very special happening now for me. No,
because there's a lot of these. I mean, there's these talent shows on TV now. We're mentioning them, X Factor.
Yeah.
And you get these young kids of sort of like 18, 19, 20 something years of age, with very little experience, thrust into the limelight. And to be honest with you, they're like a rabbit between the headlights, aren't they?
Absolutely, and unfortunately, it's such. I mean, we watch all the shows, obviously, but it's very disposable music nowadays, isn't it? It's like, you know, your 5 minutes of fame, and I think the test is to actually still be doing it in 20 years' time, and you can probably name on one hand how many of those will. And there's so much talent around, you know, there really is so much talent around, but nowadays it's more about, you know, the marketing and the financial side, which is sad, really, because, I mean, you know, you can go to a small club and see the greatest singer, and this actual singer will never actually make it, and they should. So, but I suppose maybe it's been like that, I think, for the last few years. You know, I was around, it was obviously, there weren't many of, you know, singers of my age around, really, you know, teenage singers, but now, obviously, the market is flooded.
Yeah, and they're all very much the same. I mean, there's sort of 3 or 4 male singers, and I'm not going to mention them by name, and I'll be honest with you, you can listen to 3 of their singles, and they might as well be the same person.
Oh, exactly, yeah, and I think that is the thing, you've got to have a very distinguished voice, haven't you, really, to, I think, you know, last the course.
I think so, and I mean Edwin has.
Do.
I mean you have on this new album. Well, it's not that new an album, but it's new to me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of listening to it. It's got 14 great tracks on it, including some of the sort of classic songs. Landslide is on there.
Oh, Landslide! And my favourite track on there, which, you know, if you get a chance to play it, is Long After Tonight Is All Over.
Well, that's the Burt Bacharach and Hal
David
David
and I was
song,
lucky enough, actually, that track's now on the Hal David CD as well, because it was obviously written by Hal David and Burt Bacharach. So, my version is on...
well, I'm going to play that after we finish. Couple more questions. Yep. Is there anybody over the years you'd like to have worked with? Or would love to work with now even? Now's your chance to showcase yourself.
Oh, goodness.
Across the world, we get listeners across the world, and believe me, we do.
It's really, obviously, the sort of people that I idolise isn't anyone that I'm ever going to work with. I'm a real Barbara Streisand fan. Luther Vandross was always one of my, favourite singers. Anita Baker, going into the soul field. I did once have a go at singing with the Temptations on stage in France. I was up on stage, so I have done that.
Oh, that.
And my girl with them, so that was a great privilege.
I bet it was. I'd love to do that.
Obviously maybe, to have sung with Edwin would have been obviously wonderful. Yeah, really.
Yeah. Is there anybody of the current sort of genre you'd like to you think, oh, hello, that's that you're listening to in your car at the moment, or on the radio, or on the iPlayer, or whatever it is nowadays? Is there anybody you're listening to now currently that sort of floats your boat?
Oh, nowadays, because my taste is so varied, and I like a lot of unknown stuff as well, really, that doesn't necessarily chart. You've got to give me a minute to think about this.
Oh, I know. Well, I like asking difficult questions. That's my job.
You've got me there.
That's lovely. I enjoy pinning guests down. Well, not like that. But I enjoy getting guests on the back foot sometimes.
I'll think of it in about half an hour.
I know, it's always the way.
Said him.
It's a bit like me. I always think, I wish I'd asked that question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they do chat shows or talk shows, and they're all rehearsed, and the guests know what the questions are going to be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They've got the answers there, haven't they? Yeah.
Personally, I never do that. You can probably tell I never do that anyhow. So, well, if you. There's nobody we can think. Let's just quickly go through the dates of the tour, or the one date of the tour. It's called the Northern Soul Tour. It's on Saturday the
local one for us is the Stables Theatre, 13th of June.
And it's at 8 p.m. and it's Angelo, Starr and the team, as they're called. It's his old band, and
that's right, the original Edwin Starr band with Angelo fronting it, and yes, I'm a special guest on the show.
Yeah. So what actually happens? Do you actually sing your stuff with the band, or do you?
Yeah. I do half an hour set, so it's...
Okay, that's good. And they're going to be doing the old classic songs.
Oh, they do all the classics.
Agent 00 songs.
I guarantee everybody is up dancing.
Well, probably not me, because I dad dance it. It's not nice, I can tell you.
Hopefully we'll see you there.
And you don't want me to hear me singing, because it's not... I tell you what, I make a cat sound good. I am absolutely appalling. My wife says to me, you had your voice broke when you were 13, it's about time you had it fixed.
Oh, dear.
It is bad. My wife is a great singer, but she tells me off big time for us, either singing in the car or in the shower. So we will not...
Actually, both my kids, they can't sing either, which I think my daughter would love to have been able to sing. But
well, I think I would have done it in retrospect. I think everybody, when they're a young... teenage girl, teenage boy, or whatever, would love to get up and sing, and I'm afraid it never happened for me, and that's life. But anyhow, a big thank you today, Lorraine, for your time.
You're welcome. It's lovely talking to you.
Good luck with the show.
Thank you.
And anybody wants to get the album, they can go on your website and buy the album.
Absolutely, you can go on my website. Can I?
Of course you can, yeah.
So
and the Twitter as well, if you can.
www.lorrainesilver.com.
Yeah, and you're on Twitter as well. It's at Lorraine Silver, I believe.
I am, but I'm very naughty actually with Twitter.
Are you?
I know. I'm not really au fait with it. Although I'm on it, I'm not active. I have to say that.
You don't tweet too much.
I will talk to anybody.
Okay, well, that's great. And are you on Facebook as well, Lorraine? Or
yeah, I'm on Facebook, yeah.
You're on Facebook. And all they do is just tap you in and they'll find you. That's great. Thank you very much for your time today. Good luck with the show and with Angelo and good luck at the stables.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Terry.
Thank you very much.
Talking to you.
Cheers, thank you.
Okay.
Taking woke up and the toilet was overflowing. Must call the plumber. Realised the kids needed swimming lessons as it's all got out of control. Luckily the old windows gave out, so we all floated outside. Must get on to the glazers. And now the garden looks atrocious. Now what was the number for that landscaper?
Because you never know when a potential customer needs you, get yourself listed in your local flyer, the local business directory. Your local flyer, bringing businesses to your fingertips.
There we are. We just heard the lovely Lorraine Silver and the Len Barry classic 1, 2, 3. Forgot to mention, Lorraine lives locally. She actually lives in Hertfordshire, and I'm really looking forward. I'm going along to see the show on the 13th, which is next Saturday, along with Angelo Starr. Angelo will be joining me on the show in a few minutes, but first it's that time of the show where I do read out your emails of the events that are going on locally for the next few weeks. First up is a gentleman called Sanjay. He was a finalist in the Young Folk Award back in 2012, also recognised by the British Blues Awards in 2014. He's got a new album out, his first album out, called Sanjay, and he's playing at the Limelight Theatre in Aylesbury on Friday the 12th of June, that's this Friday, 8 p.m, and you can get tickets by calling the box office on 01296 424 332, that's Sanjay. And then we have something from the Milton Keynes Community Choir. They're playing Midsummer Melodies, or doing Midsummer Melodies, featuring singer-songwriter Hattie Whitehead and Ian Riley on piano. Saturday the 20th of June, 7:30 start, Ridgeway Centre, Featherstone Road, Wolverton Mill South in Milton Keynes. It's in aid of the Alzheimer's Society. Doors open at 7 o'clock. There'll be refreshments and a raffle. Tickets are £9 for adults and £4 for children. And you can book your tickets by emailing rebecca55@gmail.com, or you can just get them at the door if there's any left. So that's more details from miltonkeynescommunitychoir.org. Also on the same night, the show I've been going on about for a few weeks now, I'm going to be on stage with the legendary Jimmy Jones. He's the godfather of adult comedy, so if you like a little bit of a naughty comedy, come along. That's also Saturday the 20th of June, this Saturday coming, 7:30, tickets are £20. That's at the Gordon Craig, or the Stevenage Arts and Leisure Centre. The tickets are very limited, so you need to ring the box office. The telephone number there is 01438 363 200, and that's another charity event. Proceeds going to Transitions UK, which looks after children from 15 to 25 across Herts, Beds and Bucks. Also, we got the MK Dad happening on the 14th of July. That's at MK Snap at Walnut Tree. I'll give you some more details of that in the next few weeks. But put that in your diary, that's the 14th of July. And also what's going on at the theatre this week, or the next couple of weeks. At the MK Theatre, show I'm going to see tonight. It's called Dead Simple, written by Peter James, who's a million-selling sort of author with Detective Roy Grace, and I'm really looking forward to that. That starts tonight, the 8th, right through and runs right through to the 13th. On Sunday, the 14th at the MK Theatre, we've got the Grimethorpe Colliery Band. If you love that sort of thing, they are world champions. And then on the 15th to the 20th, also at the MK Theatre, we've got Spamalot. I'm the Monty Python show, and starring none other than Joe Pasquale, old Squeaky himself. Really looking forward to that. And then down at the stables, we're going to be mentioning the show that's on there, the Northern Soul Show, Lorraine Silver and Angelo Starr. That's on